One of the things that I do personally believe in the power of prayer, and this goes back to me, I think also the importance of language and thought, that our human energy focused on anything in thought is powerful, and it makes a difference in that, one, it affects the person who's praying to know that to be able to express their care and concern from another person, but also out in the universe, that energy collects. And believe me, if Velia was to send a rosary with sentiment in English or any language, the Haitian people would understand it, because that sentiment is universal.
Exactly. And one of the things that was so heartwarming for me was to see the resilience of the Haitian people. They are they are very spiritual group of people, and it is their power of prayer. I mean, they are very prayerful. So I echo Joyce's comments, is that they would certainly welcome that.
All right. And that is Dr. Kenya Numan, and she's going to give out her website again. You can join us here if you want to at 1-800-958-9008 or 510-848-4425. And how can we contact you if we wanted to?
Sure. Our email address is step2@gmail.com. That's STEPTOO@gmail.com. And our web address is steptog, STEPTOG@wordpress.com. And our office corporate number is 510-317-1790. We look forward to speaking with you. We are on Facebook at Stepping2, and we have Twitter at StepTalk.
Wow, got all that social networking going on. Let's take another call. Sissy from San Francisco, welcome to About Health.
Hi, thank you for taking my call. I wanted to give out a website of an organization that I know about in Haiti. They've been in Haiti for about 6 or 7 years now, and what they do is make compost toilets, which is a huge advantage when you do, especially now after the earthquake. And they're turning this compost into fertilization for the farmers for agriculture.
Okay.
They were in Camp Haitian and have now relocated into Port-au-Prince as well to help, and have partnered with Oxfam since the earthquake.
Okay.
Because I mean it's just vital for sanitation, and it's cheap.
Okay. What's that website?
The website is oursoil.org. So
OURSOIL.org.
Right.
All right.
That's great. When I worked in Latin America, Central America, Nicaragua particularly, we did use the compost toilets, and they're very economical. They are healthy. They are helping people in that country as well. So thank you for that.
All right. Let's take another call. Leif in Berkeley, welcome to About Health.
Hi, Joy.
Hi, Leif. How are you?
Nice to talk to you again.
Yes.
Joy is a doer. She walks the walk. So I appreciate you having the phone lines in. I have and this would be relevant to Pakistan and Haiti regarding, I have an idea. It's really been here for 30 years, so I'm really surprised. With waterborne diseases from drinking water that's contaminated. I have, which I use backpacking, and I've never replaced it, a micron filter that's a hand pump. It does about a gallon in about a minute. It does 3,000 gallons minimum. And it weighs like 4 ounces.
Wow.
You could, and there's bigger ones that if you have a party of 10 or 20 people in backpacking, which are bigger, which do 10,000 gallons or 20,000 gallons, and then you just take the pleat and you replace it. And the pleats can be cleaned out and reused. But you, at 4 ounces a piece, if they're even that, you could take them and you could have a B-52 airplane, and they could drop them with little parachutes on them and just drop them in, and people have clean working, and that's years of water. That takes a long time for a person to drink 3,000 gallons of water.
And how quickly is that? What's the rate that it cleans the water at? You mentioned.
It takes like a minute to do a gallon of water.
Excellent.
You just hand pump it, and usually, it's really simple. You stick one end in the bottle and one end in the water, and you suck it up. and there's no contaminants, and it's clean, and it's completely hermetically sealed, and they take out all pathogens, including Giardia, which is a pretty intense pathogen in the Sierras. And that's just what you do.
And so do you have this? Is this something that, because there are a number of different filters.
He said he has one.
You have one?
Yeah, I have two of them.
Two of them.
I bought one just in case I end up having to live on somewhere in the whole society collapse. I have one in a backpack ready to go if I suddenly have to leave and there's a major flood or anything.
And we probably wouldn't need any B-52s what did you call it? What did he say?
Bombers?
No, we were going to drop them down with
parachutes.
Parachutes. That probably wouldn't need to be done, but we could certainly if we could find somebody who's willing to supply those.
Exactly.
That sounds like a game breaker right there, a lifesaver right there. That sounds really great, man.
I mean, we would take a bunch of them with us to Haiti.
Well,
it's
something that's readily on the market. So
and what do you call them now? What do you call them again?
It's just a micron filter.
Micron filter.
But it's the weight that you have and the actual volume that it does is what's unique, because I've seen these filters and some of them, they don't do a gallon a minute. And so this would be a much more efficient mechanism.
It's an aggregate solution. It doesn't need to do it faster. You just need to do it in the rate which you need it.
Right.
I'm not going to drink a gallon a day.
Right.
No.
So I can certainly spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes if it took that long.
But you're only one person. We're talking about trying to help thousands of people here. Yeah. So we want something that's going to be very, that's going to give us a good volume. So if you could we can take your number after the show. And
why don't you give it to my producer will get your number. You stay on the line, Leif, and we'll get back to you. She'll get back to you. Dr. Numan will get back to you. Definitely. Let's try to squeeze in one more call. This wonderful person's been waiting patiently. Cynthia in Oakland, welcome to About Health.
Oh, thank you, Joy and Dr. Newman. This was a great program. I think every citizen owes a debt to the Haitian people and their resistance and resilience, as you say. I would like to announce that on Wednesday, November 17th, to stand with Haiti's grassroots movement and end the U.S. UN occupation of Haiti, and that's Wednesday, November 17th at Montgomery and Market, the Montgomery BART station, 5 p.m. rally, 5:30 p.m. march. And this is sponsored by one of the local national groups that is really trying to do a great job and try to support the democracy there. That's the Haiti Action Committee, and that can be Haiti Solidarity. Yes. But I also would urgently encourage people to also support the Haiti Emergency Relief Fund care of the East Bay Sanctuary Covenant here. That one is you can contact them at HERF@HaitiAction.org. And I just want to say that as someone who has been to Haiti many times, but especially in 91 when the U.S. orchestrated the first overthrow of the democratic government, those 6 months were such a great time. You could have reached millions of people if this neighbor to the north had not wanted to control everything with that small elite in Haiti that cooperates with the U.S. Embassy and USAID. I mean, I'm encouraged if USAID is actually doing something. My impression at that period of time was that USAID and the U.S. Embassy just ran Haiti, and they didn't care about democracy. But maybe this can be one of the opportunities to change that and to bring President Aristide back as well, because the spirit in the country was so terrific those 6 months, and that's just encourage people to join in on November 17th and sign the petitions maybe that Nell will have, and to contact the State Department. Maybe people could get more, maybe there can be more conscious USAID aid.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for your hope and optimism, Dr. Newman.
Well, I don't want to be as negative about the empire.
No. We can't be too negative because we are the empire. That's the other problem. But go ahead, Dr. Newman.
I witnessed USAID in action in Haiti. I've seen it in action in other places. And, I don't like to speak ill of any place, but everybody can improve, and certainly USAID can as well.
Yeah, thank you for that. All right, we are speaking with Dr. Kenya Numan. She is a member of the Bay Area Women's Health Alliance. She's also an OBGYN at La Clínica de la Raza in the Monument site in Pleasant Hill, and she's a member of, and we're talking today especially about Stepping Together, Inc., which you can support at going to the websites. We're going to give them out in a minute. If you want to join us, we got time for one more call, 510-848-4425 or 1-800-1. Oh, never mind, we got that call. Mark from Gilroy, welcome to About Health.
Hi.
Hi.
I have an idea.
Oh, good.
Linking our poorest French state with our poorest French country. That's Louisiana linked to Haiti.
Nice. But how would they help each other? They're both so struggling now.
Louisiana needs work in the lumber industry.
Yes.
And Haiti needs work for its people and needs houses.
Yeah. And then we could add one more element, the poor African Haitian community in France. Right.
If we wanted
How about France, man? I mean, France got some black people over there. They got some Haitians over there. That sounds like an international idea to me.
The ideas.
I like it, yeah. I like it.
A housing unit in 2 days using 4 Haitian people.
Yeah, we should do that Habitat of Humanity program.
No, not exactly a habitat home. It's a home where you have 4 posts supplied from Louisiana that are termite-resistant, pressure-treated, and some simple 2x8 joists between those posts. Then between the 2 posts, you use old or even new chain-link fence. And you fill the space with debris from all the broken concrete. The walls become the broken concrete, and the floors become the broken concrete. Not supplied by heavy equipment, but supplied by wheelbarrows and Haitian labor.
Right. That's
and they
hard
build
work.
a unit in about 2 days. It's a housing unit that would be earthquake resistant, termite resistant, and extremely cheap.
Yeah.
10 by 10 unit.
Okay.
I like it. Send it to us at step2@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you for that. All right, so this is what we were doing today. We were trying to first remind people that the Haitian people continue to suffer. Second, remind you that you have the power in your hands as the U.S. taxpaying citizen to get your Congress people to focus on this issue. Third, any resources you have and any ideas, you can certainly send them to Dr. Kenya Numan at Stepping Together.
At step2@gmail.com.
And you can support any of the other myriad of organizations that are trying to help Haiti. So just don't forget that they need you, they're out there, and how important this issue is, and how much responsibility we have to take as U.S. citizens. So I'm Joi Moore. This has been About Health. I've been joined by Dr. Kenya Numan, and I want to thank her for joining us today. I want to thank all the guests that called in. But I want to take just the last minute to remind you of the power of the people, the power that you have in your hands, given to you constitutionally, your right and duty and responsibility to vote. The right has written off the left and said that the right is going to win and is going to take over the House. Even if you have issues and problems with President Barack Obama and the way you think he is or is not handling the government, irrespective of all of that, you have a right and a duty and a responsibility to make your voice heard, whatever it is. I'm not telling anyone to go out and vote on any particular party or issue. I just want you to exercise that right. And don't forget, we have only had 2 years to cure the problems of 8 years. So we had an 8-year republic that was not for the people, as far as I'm concerned, and we've only had 2 years to fix all those problems. So let's give him at least 4 years to do some of the work before we put him down. And all the hope and energy and desire for change that was here 2 years ago, I want to call that up and get you out there again. And then we got a call in from a caller to tell us that the senator that we need to pressure is Senator Tom Colburn of Oklahoma. Apparently he is filibustering or stopping the payments to Haiti, and they need that money, and he needs you to know that you care about that. So call him, lobby him. Thanks again for joining us on About Health. I'll be back next week. We're probably talking about mental health. Remember, your health is the most important thing for your life. And thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for Cover to Cover with Denny Smithton.